So we are cooking. We are cooking. I'm adding the final ingredients into my bread. Grabbing my egg carton. I'm going to put this over here. I'm not putting my bread into that yet. Adhd. Aren't these pretty eggs? I just grabbed 8 eggs from my chicken's coop. Where did my compost go? Here it is. I need my compost bag. Close by. 1. Oh, I should get a smaller egg. These eggs are so big. So 2 eggs. Compost bin. Okay. A lot of stuff from cooking. Okay, so 2 eggs. That was what I was missing. I don't know what's in there. Honey. Honey. I need to add honey. Let's say about that much honey. Yes. And what else do I need to put in there? I did enough of that. Milk. Oh, water. That's what I needed. I need warm water. Warm water for bread. I have all kinds of cooking going on here. I need hot water. There we go. That much. Maybe not even that much, just because of how much milk I put in there. Okay, we're gonna turn you off. Oh, that dog. I'm just using this to mix. Nova! Sorry guys, I'm not trying to yell, but my dog keeps barking at other dogs. Nova! Nova! Sorry about that, people. Let's see. I am back. I am back. Sorry about that. Okay. My dog was going crazy again. Let's see. Why does this thing always do that? There we go. Don't know who's watching. Maybe it's my husband. Who knows? But that's good. What's up, everybody? It's here. Hello. All right. So we got... Now I'm going to have to clean up this mess. So we have... I was over on TikTok when I was doing this. Sorry. So, tomato sauce. I need my mitt for that. Oh, that damn dog. I just... And then we have bone broth cooking down. That dog, I swear to God. Swear to goodness. It's a bad word. Should not have said that. Sorry. Nova. Nova, inside. Inside. Nova, it's a... Sorry. The squirrels are trying to eat their nuts in the tree. And they're... Nova. Bad girl. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Inside. Good girl. You did your protecting. Come on. Come on. Inside. Inside. Good girl. Good girl. Stop barking like a crazy lunatic. Everybody. Sorry about that. I am doing a body doubling. Sorry. See, I have been cooking like crazy. So you guys that just joined, making homemade tomato sauce. Oh, that dang dog, I swear to God. She's on one today. She's on. The wind is blowing. That is bone broth. And I am making some milk bread. This is a really... Jiminy Cricket. Nova. Stop barking. She's got a loud bark for a puppy, doesn't she? You are Nova. It is my machine. It's the bread maker. My gosh. She's on it, man. Sorry about that, guys. Oh my gosh. Nova. It's a camera. Stop it. No. Shh. Shh. Ugh. FYI, if you ever are thinking about getting a Great Pyrenees, because they're oh so cute, and you do not have a farm or a lot of land, Nova. There's nothing. I think she smells, somebody's got a fire or something. Nova. Dang it, girl. Stop barking. In or out? In or out? Come on. She's just gonna, she's on one. I really think it's the bread maker. Is that what you're freaking out? It's this. Come here, Nova. Come here. Look, it's this. Is it scaring you? Oh my God. Well, I guess we're going to have to live with that. Sorry about that. Man, yeah. Great Pyrenees. They do extra. That is what they are bred to do, unfortunately. I mean, not unfortunately. That's a good thing. But she's a good dog. She's trying to do her tech. Hold up. Pause. Where did my stick go? She sounds so ferocious, doesn't she? She's so ferocious. Watch, I have ruined this because I forgot to add the eggs. I didn't start cooking it. It was just starting to mix, but gosh darn it, Nova. Nova, stop. Let's see if we can get that to, oh, I know. It's so scary. Let's see if we can get that to mix. I might need to add a little bit more. I don't know why she's barking. But, oh, so I'm making milk bread. I'm just using this to mix it. But here I am making homemade spaghetti sauce. So this is a bunch of Roma tomatoes. And then I have, ouch, bone broth cooking over that way. I still have pasta left. That's what we were doing. We were making milk bread. I'm trying somebody else's recipe that said it came out really good. So if you have not had milk bread, it's way softer than store bread. It's real fluffy when you take it. It just tears apart. So this is just really just got a mix. But I used sourdough starter, so I just refilled or just refed that bad boy. So you use milk. You can use yeast starter. So if you have your own, yeah. Oh yeah. So it's a Japanese bread, but it's like almost like those, like the Hawaiian breads, and like when you pull them apart, it's kind of like that, but like it doesn't have to be that sweet. You can add more sugar or honey if you want it, or pineapple juice. So it's mixing up, but it said, the recipe is like 2 eggs when you're cooking it, but my chickens lay like massive eggs. I should have just did the 1, so I think I just need a little bit more flour. I didn't think that it just said 2 eggs, so I did 2 eggs, but I've made it before. It's really, really good bread, but I was not accounting for, I didn't think, see, so I just gathered these eggs for my chickens. Do you see how, they're massive eggs? I did that earlier. Pretty cool. Yeah, you can do all kinds, and it stores really good, and it's just like super fluffy, nice, almost like store bread. Yeah, it's mixing. It's mixing well. And I threw away my dang mixer, and I didn't throw it away, put it in the sink, but we're gonna hit pause. And that. See, this is why I usually mix it in my KitchenAid mixer with the dough mixer. There it goes. See, the other recipe I did with this, we did with the grams and stuff like that. You weighed it out. Don't remember it being this sticky. This other person recipe, someone told me to use it, that it was like a lot better. Just using my stick in it. Where's my flour? There you are. Said that this one was better, but I don't remember it being that. Like I said, I think it's because of my chicken eggs. My chicken eggs are bigger than store-bought eggs. I think that should do it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. That looks a lot better. And this, with this kitchen, this actually does really, really good. My fault was my eggs were too big, and I was like, why is that still really water? Like, kind of, you know, like when there's too much water and flour in a mixture and it's supposed to be like turn into a ball, but it was not quite. But this thing, if you wanted, you could just, like I usually do, just cook my bread in here. I let it do the mix. It lets it rise and everything. You can have bread in like 3 hours. It's really, really cool. I need a butter knife to get that. No, look, please, when I talk, honey. Thank you, sweetheart. I know. The wind is going outside, and there's birds flying around, and there's chipmunks and squirrels and all the things that drive doggies insane. So I'm just gonna set you right there. Now we're gonna, that should mix a lot better together. Yep, there it goes. Nice. So now it's looking more like a dough should mix, and it's gonna continue to mix, which this thing comes with its own like recipes and stuff too, but you can look up any. I love this thing. I actually have it, I think I have it linked in my it's in my bio, but it's this one. I have a, I don't know, I linked the one that I got on there. I love that thing. It has all kinds of really cool colors. Like this is like they have like these matte colors. This is like the matte sage. They have like a soft pink, a matte black, a what are they? Stainless steel, and then a matte white. And then I think there's a dark blue. That was the one I was trying to get, was like the dark navy matte blue. But it was sold out, and I was kind of annoyed. But I really, really like this thing. I've had it now going on 2 years, and sorry you guys, I'm a hot mess. It was windy. I was out with my chickens. It's supposed to be warm, and I have to kind of, if that's too loud, I can, here, I'll move this. I usually have my mic plugged in. Can you guys hear me okay? I hope. I don't know if you guys can give a thumbs up to let me know if you guys can hear me. I just didn't know if that was too loud. Like sitting right next to I'm just gonna pick all this up. Kind of put my honey back over here. Woo! These are my collecting my eggs for my chickens, which is what I did earlier. I am so short. I'm only like 5'1". Oh my gosh. Okay. So I just got, they're on the bottom, but hang on. There you go. See all these? So we have a lot of chickens, and you can leave eggs out. Not store-bought eggs. Don't anyone ever, ever, ever put store-bought eggs out on the counter. Those, they don't have the bloom covering them to protect them. So my chickens laid eggs. They have the bloom on them. They say 6 months. I don't do that. I don't do more than a week on my counter, and then they're washed and put in the fridge. If I don't think I'm going to have time to wash them, I automatically put them in my fridge. But yeah, the color of the eggs are just like dark orange is the color of yolks of usually when you have fresh eggs. So let's see. I have a mess, so this is my bread rising. I need to wash these out because I got new silicone ones. They're for letting your bread rise. For like sourdoughs and stuff. And yes, I have a bigger trash can that way, but okay. This is my compost bag, just so you guys know. Stuff that can go into the compost. I need a new butter stick. Don't need those. Let's see. How are you looking? No. I still need more flour. Dang, eggs were too big. You guys can see me. Yes, okay, cool. Can you guys hear me okay? I hope. I wish they let you guys do like on like TikTok and stuff where you can like hit thumbs up or whatever. A little more flour. Probably a lot more flour. Start you over. We're gonna 900 grams. Plus, there's so much dough in here. It's gonna be too much for this. I'm doing like a whole bunch of rolls and stuff. There we go. So that's just gonna keep mixing. I thought that was it, but it still looked a tiny bit sticky. All right, so compost, I'll put you over here. You are gonna be rewashed. That's what I keep my stuff for bone broth. So when I save bones and scraps of like when you cut your onions and like the outside peel, most people throw those away. If you save all those and you put them into your freezer, say you have chicken, if you get chicken, like, or you buy a rotisserie chicken or whatever, you always have those bones, you throw them out. You just put them into a bag, put them in the freezer. Same thing if you have steak or if you have ham, like a big ham with a big ham bone in it. You just literally just take that bone, because a lot of people are more common of using like ham bones and they save them for like chili and stews and stuff like that. Just put it in the freezer, but the same thing, like the outside peelings of the onions, the ends of celery stalks, some of the, like if you're peeling potatoes, you can put some of them, put those, any type of vegetable, like the outsides of them, just put them into your freezer, and then that's how you make bone broth, plus any bones. So we've had a couple of like roasted, not the chickens, that I don't eat my chickens, just their eggs. There's no roosters, so there's no babies. Always have to say that because people are like, oh, but they're babies. I'm like, no, there's no rooster, so there's no chance of a baby chick, because I would cry. I've had that happen before. Not me, I mean, I had it happen to me when I cracked one open, but not for my chickens. My uncle had hens and roosters, and I got eggs, but I got eggs from the wrong spot. And I brought them home, and I was like crying. So I was like, oh my gosh. And he goes, which eggs did you grab? And I was like, but thank God it was the only one that I cracked. I felt bad because like it was about ready to hatch. So we saved it. It didn't die, but it scared bejesus. I was like 9 years old, so I was 9. All right, gotta put my oil up. I don't know if can you guys see everything? So we got stuff cooking. That is my air fryer and dehydrator. That's put on. I have to put can opener on. But yes, this is ADHD. I am doing body doubling, so today I'm just, ouch, I pinched my face. I am the most clumsiest person in the world. Just, you may laugh at me. I don't blame you. Like, legit. I am very, very, very clumsy. Okay, I guess I did use that one yesterday. I didn't remember. Right here. This is my heat. Marker. I'm just trying to clean my space. I'm going to add more water into this. Since I use this for my my starter, since I have a sourdough starter, I don't know if any of you guys have one, or you don't know how and always hear about, oh, it says add sourdough starter. You literally just get a jar and you can take a cheesecloth. You can have a paper towel too. You do not have to have a cheesecloth. Just get a rubber band and even a dry erase marker. You don't have to have this. I just do this to remind me on the date, but you can just use a dry erase marker. You take regular flour and water. I just saved my water bottle. What I do is you leave it out in the light, like either sunlight or regular light, for at least a few hours, and it kills all the chlorine in it because it won't grow if you do that. And what you do is every day, so when you first do it, you may or may not see bubbles in it. Like I just used a whole bunch of this in there and I just added flour, but you're already starting to see the bubbles. This is a good live active yeast starter or sourdough starter. They say sourdough starter, but it's yeast starter. And I just put this in there after I dumped it into there. I used almost all of it, just a little bit, but it takes about a week to get these really going. So what you do is the next day, right around the same time, you could do a little sooner if you want, just or whenever you remember. I figured in the mornings are probably easier for me, or at night, you could do it then too. You just dump half of it out, and then you add, I would say, I use that little Asian soup spoon. So I would say probably about 1/4 a cup. Basically just fill it back up to the line with the flour. And then you want to add water to it and get it to like pancake texture, and not the water runny pancake, but like the little bit thick where it is dripping off the spoon, but it's not sticking. And then you just cover it up, and then you do it again the next day until you start, you'll see it. Like as you go, it will, that's why you see it up here like this. It will climb up and grow, and that's usually when you want to use it. So I just fed this, so if I wanted to right away, usually right before you use it, you add some more, they call it feeding, and then you would just dump that in. And it breaks down and gets rid of all the gluten in bread, just so you know. So people that have allergies to gluten, a lot of them can eat sourdough, and it's because it is almost, it's pretty much, there's no gluten. The sourdough breaks down all the gluten in the bread, so it kind of like ferments it, and it like rises really good. It's more light and fluffy bread, and it's better for you. So it's pretty cool. We use it in like pastas and bread, pancakes. Makes excellent fluffy pancakes by using sourdough starter, but it takes about a week. And you do have to feed it every day if you're not going to be able to. If you pop it in the fridge, it kind of goes dormant a little bit, but it doesn't kill it. And then you can just feed it like every couple of days, like every 3-4 days, something like that. But if you keep it in the fridge, odds are you can bring it back fairly quickly. My dog is still going psycho. I'm gonna mix. This has been simmering on low. You should not be sticking to the bottom here. It's just making like this huge mess, but I am trying to clean as I go. Here you go. Okay. So we have whole Romana. Can you guys see that? There's like whole tomato. Oh no, this is the right one. Whole tomatoes. We're just letting them simmer, and then I'm gonna like squish them up. And then I'll saute some onions. I don't have any bell peppers. I do have mushrooms. I'll probably chop those up and saute them and then add them in. I already did the garlic, olive oil, basil, oregano, and some red chili peppers. Not too many, but just lightly, just lightly. Okay. So now that that's that, so these are ready for recycle. They were so cute. I did add 2 tomato pastes to this. So those are not my tomatoes from my garden. We went Yet last year was so rainy, we had the hardest time with our tomatoes. But I did get this huge tub. It's just packed with Romana. That's all that is. That hole right there filled up. It's just straight canned Romana tomatoes. And then I did 2 tiny cans of tomato paste. And then about a half of this of water. And you already saw it's still really thick. And then once I squish them up, that will end up making, I'm going to say, because I'm going to add more water to it after I squish it up. It's probably going to make about 8 big jars of tomato sauce. Oh, nice. I guess that looks good. Okay. But yeah, so for anyone, I think Walmart sells ones like this too, like or any other place. If you're making your own tomato sauce, Roma tomatoes, this big huge can at Costco, because they don't sell these in big bulk, it's just this one because it is bulk, was only $3. And they're good for about 2 or 3 years. They do green beans and stuff like this too. We do get those. And then I prefer like frozen vegetables, so I always grow green beans and stuff like that out in my garden. We have chickens. I am going to repurpose this can actually. Yes, ADHD body doubling. Today I'm doing cooking. So if you just came in, I rinsed this out. I'm going to cook them some more. So I'm probably going to do, this is going to be a fun project. So my kids love doing these with these cans. They get to make their own like flower pot. So I have a couple of these, and I've saved them just for this. So my kids will use paint, safe paint for plants. So not the toxic, like whatever. We have plant safe paint that they'll do. But they'll get to go do some flowers, or we're probably going to do, I wonder which one. I don't know what they're going to do yet, but this is project. So we do that. And these make really good, I don't know if you guys have ever seen them. This and water bottles make really cool hummingbird feeders. So you drill a little hole, sand it, right? And then you can, my grandpa used to hang these with wire, and they were like a wind chime, but he used to keep them out by his corn and stuff because it would keep away crows and stuff like that. We're back. Someone called my phone. My timer must have went off. It must have. So I keep that right in the sun. Okay. It had to have. I had a block where people could not call me except for my kids' school or my husband, so I don't know who was calling me. Okay. See there. Now that looks, see, it like heats it up so it can rise a little bit, but we're just making sure all the mixing process. But if you did want to make sandwich bread or regular white bread, 3 hours, the whole thing would be done. You just dump your ingredients in, and there you go. You just hit the button, and it cooks it for you, which is really, really, really nice. And you can use like dry yeast. I have dry yeast too when I'm doing other type of things, but the milk bread said you could, but I'm trying it with sourdough starter. So I don't need this, so that can soak. Oh, geez. I left my dog. I left. Oh gosh, this dog. Nova, shush up. Stop. Nova, it's okay. Good girl, it's okay. I think it's the bread maker. Nova, here, do you want a treat, honey? Little puppy? Here, why don't you take this bone? Here, each of you go take a bone. Go lay down. Come on. Calm down. Calm down, puppies. Okay. Blah. Oh, see? It comes with all kinds of, oh, I thought I was showing it to you guys. All kinds of bread recipes. All kinds. Ready? Take a butter. goodness. My goodness. I made such a mess. Okay. Well, I mean, it's only 1:30. I can sit down for a second. I need to go check my planner anyways. I need to check my planner. My living room's a little bit messy. I have not cleaned that yet. I've been outside with my... Oh, gosh, that is beautiful outside. They said it was supposed to be cloudy. The sun's out. Oh, I regret that. Shut that window. I'm going to shut that window because that was... I don't like the cold. I'm originally from Arizona, and I live in Ohio. And I'm going to tell you right now, it is cold. Cold. Cold, cold, cold. I do look like poop, and I'm sorry. I don't really care, actually. But I am cleaning. Like, if I was all, like, super fancy, that's something that you will see on this channel. You're not going to see a bunch of, like, super highly edited videos. I'm not that way. All right. So, stuff is it's just mixing and stuff, and then I'm going to move it to rise. Isn't this cute? Like, I mean... Seriously though, like, okay, so if anyone did go to the site, because there was someone saying, oh, there's a price on your planner now. I put that there because there were people stealing it. And I do mean it. There was like bots downloading it, and I think they were trying to sell it. So I was told to mark it at a price. So that I just put 99 cents, but I have a discount code. It is linked, and it takes it down to where it's free because I printed mine, and then I just cut the holes into this. You can just write in them daily, or just look, and you can, because it's a PDF. If you have it on your computer, you can just write in it. You know what I mean? Like, you just go on and, like, write on top of it if you wanted as well. But I lost my spot. Where am I? There I am. But anywho, I have them separated, so if you saw it on YouTube, it's got a different code than the Facebook, but it is linked in my bio. I have the discount code, which takes it down to 0, so it's free. It's just the first quarter of the planner. It's just quarterly, so if you wanted to print it out 3 times a year, or just copy it and put it into your own, like, notebook or whatever, either way, like, kind of follow the same habit. Where are we? I marked, oh, that's March. All right. I was like, wait a minute, where is my planner? That's for this week, right? But I'm an idiot and did not put would be. March 1st. Okay, here we go. I didn't do my planner this morning, so. But I already knew what I was doing because I just filled out the whole week yesterday. And I was looking at my weekly, so you don't have to do the daily, like, part, but see, it's pretty cool. So no thing like everybody else's 10 goals every day. No, that's not happening. At least not with ADHD. Like, we might have one day where we hit everything, but it's too overwhelming. I think it's overwhelming for regular people. And then you see all these influencers, 10 goals a day, hit them, and you're gonna succeed. Well, it's like, well, people also have, like, lives and other things they have to do on top of whatever said goal, because then what happens is their goal turn into their to-do list. You know, like, hey, don't forget to do your laundry, right? Like, no, that's not how this works. So, woo. You're chilling at my computer. I am a software engineer, so that's where I came up with this. It's how I broke down other big tasks of what was coming up. So let's see if I am on task here. Today's Tuesday, right? Let me look at my phone. Let me look at my little watch. It is Tuesday. Yay. Okay, that's what I thought. Dude, I'm, like, losing my days right now. Tuesday. Home declutter, 1 basket. Okay, so I jumped ahead to Wednesdays. I did look at it this morning, so Wednesday was bulk clean. But that's all right. You can switch them out. You can switch them. So I was doing, like, prepping for food and stuff. So we already started. I already did the garden. I jumped ahead of that and did it the other day. Home declutter. Yep. I've been decluttering and I've been bulk cleaning, cooking. for the future, which is great. All right. I am going to go through monthly reflect on last month. What worked? It's pretty fun stuff. Isn't that cool? So you have like a month in a review type thing. Why does it feel like that's so... It looks like it's cloudy, but I don't know, maybe because it's I think it is. It's the sun. So you guys can see my chicken coop back there with the plastic around it. That is to... It's starting to come down, and it always does. It always does around this time. But it's only up because of the winter, and it, like, helps insulate. That was, like, completely... We use a staple gun, and it was stapled all the way up except for, like, the very top, just to let a little bit of, like, airflow in there. And it keeps, like, the snow and the rain and the cold so my chickens don't get hurt. But that's pretty much that. So what worked this month? Oh, I don't know. Did you guys see? Like, check this out. So I was telling people before in my lives that someone was telling about the 21-day challenge, right? And this is an ADHD channel, and it's not just like, I don't just do, oh, here's what doctors say we should do, right? Like, there's enough of those channels. I don't want to hear the negative of ADHD. I just want to know, like, what is actually working, what has worked for me, what doesn't work. And I'm, like, totally honest with, like, I'm like, hey, this sucked, right? Don't do that. Or at least for me, but you can try it type thing. But I just hit 1,000 subscribers, or over 1,000. Like, I don't know what's happening. And I think it's because of these lives that I started getting a lot of watch time hours, but I started, like, mass growing followers, and I was like, I keep going back, like, where are they coming from? Because I'm looking at videos, and you know, like in your analytics in the YouTube studio, you can see where all your, like, where you're getting your subscribers from and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, well, I see it says this has got 50, this has got that, whatever. But I'm like, how did I get 400 subs in the last week and a half? And I'm like, how? Like, where are they coming? They came from the lives. I didn't even think about that, because after I've uploaded the live, it doesn't show me how many people watched it when I was watching. It only, like, at the top when you do a live, like right now it says there's 3 people in here and 1 person liked, and then, like, I'll see some comments here. But even when I repost it, or, like, you have to keep it public, I guess, to keep your watch time hours. That is the trick. Because someone told me that. They said, after you do a live, you know, you'll get the watch time hours for while you watched it. But in order to keep those longer than, like, I think it's like 15 days, you have to post your live. But I have over 400 subscribers in the last, it was under the 28 days, but it said the last 7 days there was like 300 and almost 400, right? And I was like, holy crap, because when I started, no, Nova, no, get out of that. Get out of my stuff. My dog likes to eat everything, sorry. Yeah, I was trying to figure out where they came from, and I was like, where are they coming from? Because I had like 400 and something, and then yesterday I looked and there was like 700 and something, and I'm like, where are these coming? And I was like, why aren't they showing up? And they were just like popping. I kept refreshing, they just kept popping up, and I was like, where the heck? I'm not watching people. Like, what are they watching? And then I didn't realize that YouTube has a delay on your subscribers from lives. They hold them a couple of days. And I was like, wait a minute, I thought it would just be like they subscribe, but if they subscribe during a live, sometimes it delays the total count. But yeah, so it was pretty crazy. And I keep telling people, if you're a small YouTube channel and you are definitely trying to grow, for sure do lives, because over 400 subscribers in like, let's give it a 10 day. It was 10 days, because I started doing the lives in January, and then, or the end of January, and then I stopped for like about a month-ish because my dad passed away and we had to handle things. And then I just started again, and it was like going back slow because I was trying to come back to, like, you know, like what was going on now. But I started really going at it where I'm going live at least 3 times a week. Because before they're like, oh, every day. I'm like, I can't go live every day. I don't always have time. But if you just just body double, right? I'm ADHD channel. I do a lot of body doubling anyways, so I'm doing tasks while talking. But yeah, so, but for sure, doing the lives 3 times a week, the last couple weeks, I hit over 400 subscribers, and I've gotten, I think it's like 180 watch time hours. That's registered as of right now, because under the YouTube studio, it's still barely counting back towards like February 25th is where it's at on my watch time hours. It's not even counting now, because like, and then people, they come back and they start watching your videos that you already have, short, long form, whatever. So I have like, I just made an intro video because somebody's like, oh, add an intro video to your channel, right? Like, because I've noticed that I've seen some channels are like, hey, this is what my channel is about, blah blah blah. So I did, and I posted that like right after going to live, and that dang thing has got, I posted it 5 days ago, and it's got 2,000 something. Oh, my cat, Freya, get out of my stuff. You don't need that. Hey, kitty, no, kitty. But yeah, so if you definitely are trying to just grow subscribers, like say you got the watch time hours, but you don't have it, or if you don't have both, either one, definitely just multitask, right? Like multitask what you are doing. And yes, people, I was cooking. I just came in here because I was checking something off of my planner real quick. I'm trying to prep before I have to go take my mom back to her house. Just checking my planner. Today the 3rd. What day is today? Oh, it's the 4th. Jesus. Jiminy Cricket, I mean. Jiminy Cricket. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday, March 4th. That is the day. That is our day. Okay, so it's bulk cook. I did bulk cooking, which it's in there. I'm gonna take you guys back in there in a second. And then I need to edit some things. And I have to post a blog on my website, which I can just do a transcript and edit it that way. What else do I need to do? Oh yeah, the home. I need to go through a drawer or something. Org, 1 drawer. Edit content. Yes, I need to break stuff down into shorts, reels for future editing. And then bulk cook, I have pasta, spaghetti sauce, spaghetti. I have bone broth. And I made, or making milk bread. I'm probably going to turn them into biscuits, I think. Yes, self-care. Yes, I did. Look, I put sunblock on. Self-care. Talking with strangers that do not know me on the internet. How is that? That's honestly, it's kind of cool, because then I think it's funny because everyone's like, oh, people are going to judge you. I'm more afraid of people I know watching my stuff than I am of anybody else, because then I'm more me and more real when I'm talking to you guys. And then like when it's like family or friends, like, you know what I mean? You get a little weird. You're just like, you know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe, maybe not. I know my kids do it too. They'll be like playing with their friends, and I'll like walk up and they'll be like, oh, don't say anything. I'm like, I don't care. I'm not going to judge you. You be you. If you want to be a dork, I know I'm a dork. I'm the world's biggest dork. Forever. Okay, wait. Oh, yeah, I did the chicken. I did do the chickens. home and did chickens. I took care of the chickens. Refilled up their food container, which will last about 2 weeks. I gave them water, I gave them fruit, I got eggs. They ran around the backyard for a couple hours. Good, I'm doing good. Look at me go. I'm very impressed. I'm not even lying to y'all. Well, no, not that I'm impressed, but I am on a roll today. You know, like some days you're winning it and some days you are not winning it. Please tell me it's still just kneading my bread. I hope so. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna turn this around. I still have to do my dishes. I made such a big mess. Let's see, where are we at? Yes, it's looking good. Looking good. Tomato sauce, you're still, I'm gonna have to smash you up. I'm probably gonna, that's why I didn't wash off my counters yet. All right, hot, 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 hot. I know it's hot. I've hurt my hand 4 times on this. Oh yeah, that's great. Bone broth. I'll throw all that stuff away after, but you gotta literally, you just gotta keep adding water and letting it cook down, and then keep adding water and keep letting it cook down. It's like 2 days. So I have it in that one, but by tonight I'm gonna put all that into like the freezer. I'm gonna switch those up, make the sauce, put some in jars that will go into the fridge, and then I'm gonna get the others and I'm gonna put them in a zip. What are those stupid? I have it. The like thing that vacuum sealed bags. And then I'll put those in the freezer and I'll have spaghetti sauce. So instead of spending a crap ton of money at the store, because we are all about budget friendly here, 100%, because this economy sucks and stuff costs too much. That's why I have chickens, because I got tired of buying eggs. Even years ago, like I knew eggs were going up. I'm like, why are eggs like $5 for some crappy, but eggs. Plus I wanted more natural, non-cage living chicken eggs, you know what I'm saying? So I have my own chickens. I'm so excited. April 17th, I have 6 more baby chicks coming. Gosh, everybody, please cross your fingers that, because I do have a couple of hens that keep going broody a little bit, but they're not going broody very long, because if I bring the treats out, they pop off the dang eggs, and that's not a good sign. I'm hoping, because I have a couple friends that did it. They said, but you have to be careful because the chickens might kill the babies. You have to like sneak at night, and if they're on top of the eggs, sneak the chicks under, like all together, like have them a big handful, and she's like, you got to kind of like lift them up and then put them under there, and then just kind of sit there and watch her a little bit. And then if she like looks down and sees them and then like cuddles them, she'll keep the chicks. If not, she'll try to kill them. So backup plan, I do have a little mini chicken coop that I'm going to put in my house for the baby chicks, because they have to be under a heater anyways. That's why I was trying to put them with the mom. Well, not their mom, but like, you know, a foster mom thingy for my chickens. But yeah, so foster mommy thing for my chickens. Hopefully my chickens will accept the baby chicks and take them under their wing. So we will see in April when I get them, and I have to do it like as soon as I get them. I have to immediately like run out, and hopefully there's a chicken sitting on a bunch of eggs and I can slide them under there and she doesn't kill them, or try to, because if she does, then I can just push her off, take the chickens, and then put them under the heating pad, and we'll keep them in. I mean, I might just do that anyways because I'm terrified of it. I don't think that my chickens would be super aggressive. I would hope not, but I've also seen them eat mice and snakes and all kinds of things. So they are tiny dinosaurs. Oh. Nova, it was my bread maker. Stop it. My dog. I feel like this will be good. This will be good. Sorry, I was honestly best bread maker ever. I do insist that, like, if you guys are ever thinking, well, maybe don't, it makes making bread super easy. Like I am making rolls So I'm just using that, and then I'm gonna put them in the oven. But legit, you just put the ingredients in there and you hit go. And it mixes it and it lets it rise, and then it kneads it again and lets it rise, and it just cooks your bread for you. The best bread maker ever. I have a video on it. But I have been on here for almost an hour. That's insane. By far the longest live I've been on. So I'm probably going to go ahead and pop off. Why am I getting a stop notification? My kid don't get home for another hour. Maybe her bus is headed to her stop. But I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys had fun. All right, bye. Where's the end button? What's that? Oh. Oh, I didn't know I could ask questions. I mean, I can ask what, I mean, I didn't know we had this. There we go. Ask a question. How about this? Oh no, let's not do that one. Let's wait. Got that. Hang on. Let's see. Let's do a community. Let's say, how many of you have seen my channel before? Yes. No. Purple. There we go. There. So we'll leave that on for just a minute. I'm going to be on for another 10 minutes. My hair is so messed up right now. How many, do any of you guys cook on your own or make stuff from scratch? I don't know how many people watch my channel. So I do have the poll up. I just put that up. I should have did it earlier. I didn't even know that we could do that. But if you haven't, I don't know if you guys are ADHD body doubling. I have been cooking all day. I was live over in TikTok just because I just started over there, and I hit it off pretty quick over there. I'm kind of surprised. I've already hit, like, maybe TikTok's easier to get followers or something. I don't know. Maybe because it's short form. Who knows? Oh, wait a minute. I need to... Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Please don't. Where are you? Oh, again. I need this. This is looking great. It's a good start. Good start. In case you're wondering, it's bone broth. That has been, all this stuff has been cooking since like 9 this morning. Wait, can I see? Does it? Oh, you guys have seen my channel before. Hello, welcome back. If you are not used to my dorkiness, you're welcome. The biggest dork in the world. I tend to laugh at my own jokes all the time. I think I'm funny. I don't know if you guys do, but I definitely think I am funny. How long is this going to take, right? Like, seriously. Oh, okay. I know bone broth takes forever. Just a heads up. Forever. And when I mean forever, I mean 24 hours of cooking. So what it is I start in the morning, I go until real late, and then I will turn it off about 7:30 at night. From 8 or 9 in the morning. I will let it cool, and then I'm probably going to put it into this container, and then I'll put it into the fridge. I don't leave it out overnight at all. I mean, you could, but I'm not going to, right? I don't want a side of bacteria or something worse in my bone broth. Even though you're just going to boil it out, I guess, again, I mean, some people say they just leave it out overnight. They just turn it off and they just let it sit, and it's fine because it was so hot. But, anywho, I'm not. Just start it up again the next day, and then by, like, evening, afternoonish, it's done. Then you let it cool. You take out all the bones and the vegetable scraps and stuff like that. And then you cool the juice, and the juice will turn into a gelatin, like a real thick, like it's actual gelatin. And what it is that's all the really good nutrients that, like, when you go and like you get bone broth powder or bone broth, whatever, the one at the Kroger's in them, like if you can hear it like liquid, that's not bone broth, right? It is a gelatin, and you only need a little bit of that. And like you can do like a spoon in hot water if you wanted to drink it, and like season it a little more if you want. But it is really good. I use it in soups. When I'm like basting things, I'll put the bone broth, or my kids just drink. My kids will just drink it straight. They like warmed up, not cold. They love it. They're like, it's like liquid soup, just straight soup, because when you heat it up, it does go back to a liquid form, but it has all your collagen and all the vitamins and stuff that are inside the marrow of the bones, and then of course like your vegetables, and it just compacts it in, and then you just get like this really dense, super good for you type of drink. And a lot of people have everything to make the bone broth, they just don't realize it because they toss it out. So I always just have a freezer bag, and if we eat something, I usually forget, but usually something like bigger, like a roast with bone in, or like ribs. You could do chicken carcass, all those. Just take your bones, pop them in a bag in the freezer. It could even be like a store bag, you know what I'm saying, a couple of them. Just anytime you eat, there's usually bones in your meat, right? I don't mix fish in mine, but I do know that a lot of people that do fish bone broth, I don't mix it in with my beef, but beef, chicken, and pork go really good together. And then just your scraps from your vegetables, just throw it in the freezer. And then when you get a big bag, you can either do one that's this size, if you had a little bit, but we had a lot. So I had a couple of chicken carcasses, and then I had a bunch of beef rib bones, and then a pork from a ham bone. And I put that in here along with like carrots, ends, onion peels, potato, pumpkin outside of my pumpkin. I saved those, mushrooms that I froze, just random vegetables, just threw it all in there. So it's pretty cool. Almost at that hour mark. This is probably, like I said, the longest I've been on for a minute. But yeah, this is gonna be to be continued on this, because these are, maybe I'll pop on again later once my tomato has been cooking. My tomato sauce has been cooking since this morning, literally. It's like 9 o'clock this morning. I got the Romana tomatoes are all going nice down. Oh yeah, they're just turning into a paste, which is beautiful. And I'll show you guys. So if you were watching earlier, they were just solid. So like there's one that's left right there, and I'm gonna keep my face back because I don't want to get popped with juice just in case. But the reason it's best to make tomato sauce out of Romana or Roman tomatoes is because they have less water in them. Like when you get like beef steak or those big tomatoes that you usually put in sandwiches, those are usually too watery, and they don't have a lot of tomato meat, which is what you make your tomato sauce with. So like when you get tomato paste, those are Romana tomatoes that have been cooked down, and they just let it break down more and more. So stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So this is nice and thick. But if you ever do try to make tomato, because that's all the tomatoes you have, which is fine, just go grab yourself some 1 can of tomato paste. I promise, 1 can of tomato paste, and just mix that in there, and it will make it a really nice thick tomato sauce. So like this is, I'm just gonna squish these. These might be, yeah, these are good. I can start squishing them with my potato. I usually use a potato masher, and I just kind of smash them up, and then I let them simmer a little more. And then this will get like super thick. So if I want super thick spaghetti sauce, I'll just leave it, but I don't mind adding a little bit of like extra water to it because it doesn't need to be, because I'm going to be adding in like, I don't mean like watery tomatoes sauce. Like tomato sauce should be thicker, but you know how when you see like store stuff, it needs to be able to cover and soak into your pasta. What's up with all these? Someone must have got some in truck. Where are you guys all from? Anyone out here in Ohio? I'm having a lot of like, I'm not close to the base, man. I mean, I grew up on a base, but not here. I grew up on military Marine bases and Navy bases most of my life as a child. And then and/or staying with my grandparents if my parents were overseas. But, anywho, been having a whole heck lot of the jets. I feel like I'm seeing a lot of the like F-16. I don't know if they use the F-16s anymore. Maybe it's F-20s. Like a lot of the fighter jets have been like, go, because you know what I mean. You know when you hear a jet, because it does that before, like you hear the sound after the jet has already flown, almost like the Blue Eagles, right? But a lot of the helicopters too. Like I have never seen so many of those. And I'm not like, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, conspiracy theory. I'm just saying, like I'm used to those sounds and I know what the difference is because I grew up on these bases that have all these airplanes, right? Like I lived at Luke Air Force Base, so a lot heavy Air Force bases, right? A lot. So that was just a daily occurrence. I love jets, but yeah, we've had a lot of like, I've seen a lot of Marine aircraft over here lately too. Like I've seen, what was it? Hang on, I'm trying to think which one it was. Was it a Cobra? No, not the Cobra. Yeah, I've seen a couple of Cobras. I've seen the Hornets and then the Harriers. I've seen like a whole squad, and I do mean a squadron of them. So there was like, they were in sets of 4. And then there was a set of 4 and a set of 5, like a whole squadron. They just flew all the way across the other day. Like I'm out in the middle of nowhere, so we don't have any big towns around us. It's just a little tiny hole in the wall town. Mostly farms. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot. I was like, wait a minute. I've been seeing a lot of helicopters too, and they're not like the police helicopters. I was like, what are they doing? Checking for like the power lines, because sometimes they do that, but not at night they don't. I've been seeing a whole bunch. That's why I was thinking it was another convoy going through the sky, because it sounded like it. It was like so dang loud, all the copters. So I'm thinking that they were more, yeah, I don't know, but that's that. Okay, people, that is a nice, I don't even know that I'm gonna have to use my, I'm going to just in case, I'm gonna use my potato masher. Oh, so we do have some, hey, now I can see my poll, it just popped up. Okay, so some people have not seen my channel before and some have. Well, thank you for coming back. For those of you that have been here before. Oh, there goes my dog again. That's a farm dog. She is a big dog. She's a puppy. That is a puppy bark. Female, 5.5, 6 months. She's 6 months. 6 months now. She's about 70 pounds right now. She's supposed to be about 115 pounds old. Oh, Nova. That's her dog. That's her job. She's a guard dog. She's a guard dog. Oh my goodness, Nova. Oh my goodness. Got a guard dog. Guard pup. Still learning. Oh, God. Her barks are so loud. Oh, here, I can show you guys. See? Just Squishing up all the... Did you guys know that I didn't know this until the other day when someone told me. They're like, check your store-bought tomato sauce. And they said they put a thickening. I did not know this. Because I bought and stuff, but I didn't know that they put like cornstarch in the dang tomato sauces that are sold at the store. Yeah, they basically flavor it like tomato sauce, and then they add a whole bunch of cornstarch to thicken it up to make it look like it's thick tomato sauce, and it's not. Someone told me that the other day, and I was like, I didn't believe them. I was like, listen, no, they don't. And like just thickeners and stuff like that. All right. Yeah, that's a nice, good tomato sauce texture. I am not adding cornstarch to my tomato sauce. That is store-bought stuff. Nova, it's me. Honey, I'm banging on this. There's nobody at the door. Freaking, that dog's going crazy. Nova, that is enough. Now, hopefully I do not burn my mouth. I hope I don't burn my mouth. I'm going to taste this. I have added some seasonings to it. Okay. So, I still have to add the sauteed onions to it. Okay. So, now I can season this bad boy a little more. For sure, we need... Nova! Shh! Sorry. He's scaring people away. Actually. I'm going to let you guys go. All right? Bye, everybody.